yo way yo home ware yo way cherum rolling G. Ah, you have a climate thingy.
Greetings, Eminence.
Because you are shivering from cold?
Forgive me. It is hard not to shiver, what with the temperature, what it is, and all.
Oh, I called it.
Eminence.
Ah, you are on a desert planet, but then again, I have heard that deserts do get quite very cold in the night time.
Things are proceeding as planned.
So really, okay, and that was the wrong voice clip. So you should actually know how to protect yourself against cold, even though you are living in the desert.
Our continents are shifting. The particular continent that we inhabit is drifting north. The cold is beginning to get unbearable.
And now you should know how to protect yourself against cold even more if you are exothermic, like most reptiles. Yeah, so continental drift. Your continent is drifting north. Well, could you move south from there?
Unknown. We were conducting another geological survey, looking for the presence of selenium, when my calculation showed some continental drift.
No, continental drift within 100 years, so much that there's noticeable temperature change or climate change is pretty damn quick for a geological process. So, Saladium. Is that perhaps named after the illustrious Crusade era Muslim leader or Arab leader Saladin? I hope it's not named after salad, since that would be just silly.
You are a busy person, Eminence. Besides, a certain amount of drift is normal. We did not think much of it until we took more readings last week. They are unbelievable.
Now, if you can notice the weather getting too cold, I think the time for taking readings is past.
The drift rate is out of control. These continental plates should not move this far in millions of years, let alone weeks. We are doomed.
As I was saying.
So that we could locate and mine the selenium. It is very valuable here.
What is it used for? Or did he already say that and I missed it?
It did not used to be. In the last few years, we have had to go deeper and deeper to locate it. We even had to invent a new method of mining.
And such is the danger of spending your natural resources too much and running out of them.
It is very powerful, Eminence. You would be proud. It uses sonic waves to blast holes into the rock. It is very powerful.
Neato. A. Can I use it as a weapon? B. Is that what they used in the core? And C. Could I get unobtainium armor in that case?
Yes, it has been difficult to keep up with the demand for selenium.
Yep, you are a moron.
I see, Eminence. Oh, what shall we do? The enemy is unseen, and therefore impossible to fight.
I don't think you have either technology or the resources to counteract continental rift.
Can you help us? We will freeze without some sort of heat. Can you help us?
Some sort of heat. Don't you have any way to heat yourself?
Very good, Your Eminence. Should we try something else?
Well, let's see. Do we have anything that would pass for heat source? No.
Desert terraformer.
No. It's a bug. That's
Chemical weapons.
nuclear control rods.
Stellar stabilizer.
Yeah.
Gene splicer.
More drugs. Domestication technology. Fungus radar.
Photoelectric cell.
Oh, fertilizer. Well, there's nothing really here to use. I guess I could try the photoelectric cell, but you know, just going back in time and removing that sonic stuff seems like a
Invention.
more logical solution.
Leaving orbit. Here we go. A new system.
Ba-dum.
We're not world scanning. Transmitting.
No, few people have noted the similarities in this game to a old classic game called Captain Blood.
Approaching.
I haven't.
Yikes! That was something.
I have played that some, and also the sequel Commando Blood. There's also a third game in the series, which unfortunately was only came out in French. What's this? A plague. Hooray!
What's that?
Hi. Are you cold again?
Reptilia. What is that you say?
It's where you live. What's wrong?
No, Eminence. I feel strange.
I guess you have the plague too. Are you actually
I think I will survive it, Eminence. But I believe the reptoid people are facing extinction.
You know, you don't actually look any different than normal. But hey.
The first signs are when scales begin to drop off to reveal infected flesh.
Okay, sure, let's hear more.
Then the victim begins to convulse as the virus eats its way slowly through the brain.
Okay. That actually sounds nasty, you know. Viruses reproduce by pretty much entering cells and overriding them to produce more viruses, which they eventually then break down and release the viruses. That happening to nerve cells sounds nasty.
I am a morph, Eminence. I only resemble the reptoids. However, I have a similar metabolic system and feel a little strange.
Alrighty.
I think I will survive it, Eminence, but I believe the reptoid people are facing extinction.
Now if the virus is affecting your eyesight and hearing and memory, it's probably already affecting your brain. Do morphs regenerate nerve cells then? I guess we have to hear about symptoms again.
The first signs are when scales begin to drop off to reveal infected flesh.
Okay, yeah, tell me more, maybe we can have another.
Then the victim begins to convulse as the virus eats its way slowly through the brain.
More productive conversation path if we go through all the symptoms.
Finally, the victim dies in excruciating pain.
Okay, and aha!
No, Eminence. A few have survived, but are badly scarred, and their minds have been destroyed.
Well...
Yes? How so, Eminence? I am not thinking clearly.
Didn't we have something like this with the entomons also? Oh yeah, there we harvested the antibodies from the fungus, or fungi, as I recall.
I still don't understand, Eminence. The virus must be having a greater effect on me than I thought.
So we'll just do the same, but with sentient creatures.
Indeed, Eminence. Of course, I could extract the antibodies from their blood and create a vaccine.
Yep. Though actually that's not a vaccine. That's rather a serum. When you gather the antibodies someone else's body has created and injected into another person. A vaccine would be when if you have a weakened version of the virus and it gets the body to produce its own antibodies without a full-on episode of the disease.
Alas, Eminence, if only it were that simple. I would need all of the blood from one survivor to do so.
Couldn't you now get less blood from several survivors? But, well, we don't have that option, so...
You are right, Eminence. I shall choose the most badly scarred reptoid. He will become a martyr.
Hooray!
Very good, Your Eminence.
Now, where did that blade come from and why did removing
Yikes,
mining technology
that was some invention.
bring it on?
Time is steady.
Militaries, hooray, they are good for something other than waging war.
Leaving orbit.
You know what that reminds me of? The first Master of Orion.
Here we go.
I think that might have been in the second one too, where
We're here.
you might encounter a giant space
Scanning
amoeba
for
that you have to battle against.
Orbit steady.
There's also space
Time
crystals and
photograph taken.
what else. Let's... Yeah, a single-celled space entity. You know what else this reminds me of? There was an episode of the original Star Trek series where they encountered something like a giant single-celled organism. What I really remember is that when they entered it, everything they every energy involving energy had the opposite effect.
Greetings, Your Eminence.
Something like if they put the warp impulse engines in reverse, they went forward or something like that. But well, that's sidetracking.
Not well. There have been some strange things happening in Reptilia and Cerusia.
Oh, could I come down and blow up where this giant space entity is? Also, how does something like that survive atmospheric re-entry?
It must have started a few weeks ago, about the same time the fireball came from the sky.
Okay.
Yes, the fireball landed between Reptilia and Cerusia, and a search party was sent out to recover the fireball.
Oh, now that I think about it, I guess it wouldn't be all that hot in the center, since in atmospheric re-entry there's actually a rush of air around the object, which sort of acts like a thermal barrier.
They never returned. A second party was sent, but only one member survived. He kept babbling about a monster that ate the rest of his party. He is completely mad. This has to be the work of Cerusia. They must have set up an ambush for the reptilian soldiers.
No, he's right. There's a giant space monster out there that's eating people. Let's try to do that.
And how do you suggest that I do that? But how can I do that?
That's quite
This
clever.
seems implausible, but if it will stop the killings, it is worth a try.
Yep. Or maybe it'll even kill the monster.
Yes, then the killings will stop.
Hooray!
Very good, Your Eminence.
Bye!
Yikes! That was something. Presses.
Now,
Time is steady.
pollution. This is an unfortunate era of stagnation here. I hope I can soon make some invention which I can move back here.
Leaving orbit.
We'll go here and
System. Scanning for planet.
do something. That's actually energy crisis, not a climate change, so this is not quite Algo territory.
Orbit steady.
So what should I name this? Okay, what kind of reptile reference could I make about the name Valdez? That's kind of forcing it, but hey.
Time photograph taken.
So until the next video.